On Tuesday, the NFF published a breakdown of how $2 million, which is equivalent of 772 million naira of funds, will be disbursed for clubs, leagues, and national teams. I commend the NFF for being transparent with their funds, and I hope that the governing bodies will receive their full money in payment, will make their payments on time, on a timely basis, so that sports can kickstart in the country. Welcome to the sports segment of the weekend show. I am Amanda Soki.
And I am Ayo Adams. Pelican Stars of the Nigerian Women Football League have been protesting for unpaid salaries for the past 12 months. They've been camping outside the governors. I was saying that they need their money to be paid back to them. And also paying tribute to the Stars, we have on August 12th, Samuel Okparaji was remembered by the NFF. And also on August 12th, Wednesday, Danladi Nasidi passed away, the under-15 coach for the Nigerian youth team. It's a sad sight for Nigerian football that Danladi has passed away. I'm sure his boys are going to miss him dearly. And also on grassroots football, Abba Bichi Jr., former Golden Eaglet boy, signed for 5 Stars Football and Consultancy last week.
So, of course, we had a prediction game and for the Champions League match against Bayern and Barcelona, where fans were meant to win a shirt by John Ogu. But unfortunately, no one predicted the right scores. So we would move that to next week's games of whoever Bayern Munich wins. So moving on to Serie A news, club legend Andrea Pirlo was announced as the new manager of Juventus. Unfortunately for Sarri, he was sacked right after they lost their match against Lyon. So right now there's a clear trend of players becoming managers at their clubs, and I actually support that motion of bringing in past legends or players to come into the club and become their managers, because I believe that these players, they know the DNA of the club, they know the philosophy of the club. They would come in and, of course, get the fans going. They bring the whole like a good mood in the club, within the staffs, players, everybody. So I support this new movement of seeing clubs bringing their past players, just like Ole is at Manchester United and also Lampard is at Chelsea. You know, we have success stories of Zidane going to Real Madrid and doing such a fantastic job. You know, Conte at Juventus, Pep Guardiola at Barcelona. Yeah, so I'm all for it.
Well, I think it's a good thing. They know, like you said, they know the philosophy, they know the in and out, and they know the DNA of the team. It's easier for them to transition to pick a club legend who played with them, who understands how the game goes. I mean, and we've seen success stories, like you said. So I think it's a good thing. But we just need to see what Andrea Pirlo has to offer with Juventus. I mean, there's Ronaldo, there's Dybala, there's a lot of qualities in the club. Let's see what he can make out from his appointment. And moving on to players and antics, we have Mesut Ozil finally opens up on him being in Arsenal. Mesut Ozil said that he was not given a chance by the new coach Mikel Arteta since the resumption of the league after the COVID-19 break. He said he wants to be in the club till his tenure is over, and I think that is similar to Bale, isn't it?
Yes. The Bale situation makes me so upset because I love Bale, and I just have to blame the Real Madrid board and, of course, their president, Florentino Perez, for this debacle that is going on in Real Madrid. Right now, Bale, who of course wanted to leave the club last summer, but unfortunately for him, at the last minute, it was cancelled. You know, the Chinese club came for him. They're going to make him the highest paid player by paying him £1 million a week. I mean, who wouldn't want to get that? And next minute, Madrid changed their minds and cancelled the deal. I don't know, they felt like they should have gotten a transfer fee for Gareth Bale. So he's so upset with that. And of course, he's not being played. So right now, he's like, I'm going to sit out my 2 years of my contract remaining and at the end of the day, he's going to get £64 million at the end. So I'm all for Bale.
Scoring in the Champions League final and Zidane celebrating, now putting him, and now he's on the bench. How does it get to that from here to here for Gareth Bale, and then he's sleeping on the bench making antics? I don't know what is wrong with Bale. I don't know what is wrong with the Real Madrid board, but I think Gareth Bale should make a wiser decision. His career is at stake. If he needs to leave, he should make it open that he wants to leave. If he wants to stay, he should make it open that he wants to stay. There are lots of talented players like him out here. So there is nobody waiting for him. It is clear that there is nobody waiting for him. There are lots of players in Real Madrid who can take up a spot. So I think it's left to him to do what he wants to do. It's time for him to move on. And I think Madrid has moved away from him.
Okay, moving on to Europa League news. Manchester United won their match in extra time 1-0 by a penalty scored by Bruno Fernandes. Honestly, that match was very boring for me to watch. I mean, I just wanted to walk out and leave, but at least in the second half, the game kind of picked up and was way better. And, you know, I think the highlights for me of that match was, you know, when Juan Mata came into the game, he kind of changed things. Anthony Martial came alive, was showing some beautiful skills and, you know, dribbling past, and it looked Messi-esque in his dribbling skills, I must say. And, of course, the goalkeeper was amazing. He was on a roll. So the goalkeeper, in fact, was the major highlight for me for the Europa League of Manchester United versus Copenhagen.
My own opinion, I feel like if the penalty hadn't come, Manchester United wouldn't have gotten past on that day. That goalkeeper was outstanding. I mean, 13 saves in a single game, that is a record for a goalkeeper in the UEFA Europa League. Well, and also moving to the Inter Milan, have qualified. They beat Leverkusen 2-1. And talking of Inter Milan, Romelu Lukaku has been showing himself. He's been doing well. He says he will give his best for this club. And I think he wasn't given enough, like still on Manchester, and I think he wasn't given enough room to showcase himself. But now you can see, and I really want to see a Manchester United and Inter Milan showdown so Lukaku can come back and bite Manchester United.
Impossible.
So we move to the Champions League, where Barcelona were battered by Bayern Munich. How do you go from the best team in the world to they were reduced to ashes? 8 goals in a single game. What if this game had a second leg? What would happen? 16? 16 goals.
That match was a total annihilation of Barcelona. I was watching with so much joy, I have to say. Watching that match kind of reminded me of how Germany dismantled Brazil 7-1. So I just the whole team was on point. It was such a wonderful team effort. And Bayern, for me, they are the ones that are going to win this Champions League, yes.
Bayern Munich is ruthless. They've shown everybody that they are ruthless. They've shown Chelsea. They've shown in the league. And now they've told Barcelona. Muller came on air and said, there is no hope. We are the best. And they came and they showed how they are the best. Barcelona looked so unsure. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, poor performance. Semedo, everybody should hang their heads high. They should drop that jersey. They do not deserve to play for Barcelona. Lionel Messi inclusive, because it's high time. Every season, they always mess up like this. It is not good for a team of that level, having the current best player in their team and losing 8-2. If there was a second leg, I'm not sure I would want to watch it. It was a sad sight to see from the mighty giants reduced to ashes. I think Bayern Munich would go all out to win the Champions League, in my opinion. But Barcelona should better find a way to make things, right. They should restructure the whole team, from the coach to the board to the president. Everybody who has made this Barcelona team look less of a team should be let off. Yeah. And then still in Champions League, we have PSG, and they left it late. PSG, Leipzig against Atletico Madrid, they left it late. And I think Mbappe inspired a comeback, didn't you think? Yes,
I would say Mbappe was brilliant once he came on. And of course, Neymar was doing so well, but just wasn't finishing his chances. He was, he made beautiful dribbles. I mean, he even had a record of 16 dribbles. So he actually played well, but I guess too many defenders were on him. And once Mbappe came into the match, he changed everything. He just made the defenders, they couldn't just focus all their energy on Neymar. So it was an okay match. Although I didn't want them to win, I'm always rooting for the underdog. I actually wanted Atalanta to win, but they've had a great season, so it's all right. Next season, hopefully you come back and, do some damage.
I mean, if you enjoy Atalanta this season, then wait till you see them up and running next season in the Champions League. I mean, they gave it their all, but it was not enough. But Leipzig, Nagelsson's men went on the pitch and then showed Simeone's men that we are coming to attack. Your compact defending means nothing, and then they still left it late to a goal by Tyler Adams in the 86th minute, put the game to bed. Atletico Madrid did not expect it. You did the normal trend with Atletico Madrid. They score a goal, they go back, and they defend. But Leipzig came out, and they came to win. And now it's PSG versus Leipzig in the semi-final.
Yes.
That's a good
I
sign.
was so, do you know, I actually did not want to watch the match because I just thought Atletico Madrid were going to be the clear winners of this match. I did not see Leipzig coming at all to win this match, and I was so impressed with them. Like towards the end of the match, they were getting yellow cards, and I was thinking that maybe they are getting nervous and would totally lose the game. But next thing, they scored their goal even without Timo Werner, who is their main striker, who has moved to Chelsea. They still won the match. So they are an awesome team with an awesome manager who is only 33 years old. He is the youngest manager in the league currently.
Yes, I mean, to see that Leipzig could pull a win without Timo Werner, was exciting to see. That means they've grown. They've grown past Werner. They showed the class. And I think I don't know if they will go a long way, but them against PSG is a showdown for everyone to see. So watch out for PSG and Leipzig. Now we move to the transfer center. The transfer center. Now, Arsenal, and now we have Willian moving to Arsenal. What do you think that would do for Arsenal?
I believe Willian is a good signing for Arsenal. Yes, he's 33 years old and older, but at the same time, he does have 9 goals and 7 assists. And compared to Nicolas Pepe, who plays on the right wing, he has 5 goals and 6 assists. So Williams will definitely bring to Arsenal experience, which I believe they need. But at the same time, how much would he impact the team? I don't really know. Compare Williams leaving versus Chelsea getting Ziyech. So there's a big difference. Arsenal, you guys can do better, but if it's Williams that is your standard, go ahead.
I think they welcomed him with open arms. Arsenal fans were ready to see William play.
Yes.
And we see Jan Vertonghen has gone to Benfica, and also Canopilla midfielder Alassane Ibrahim has moved to Turkish side. Blaise Matuidi has gone to Inter Milan. Mohamed Salisu in Southampton, and Liverpool, of course, signing Costas from Olympiacos. Those are the done deals for the transfer window. And then also, Manchester United might not be getting Jadon Sancho. It seems Manchester United might not be getting Jadon Sancho this season because Sancho has said that he wants to stay in the club. And the club director made it known that they are not letting Sancho off this season. Manchester United can relax their nerves and just wait a little bit more for Sancho to come to Man U, if that deal will ever happen. Would you think that deal will ever happen?
I am honestly tired of hearing Sancho. Every morning I wake up, I check my phone. Has Sancho signed? I'm exhausted about this Sancho deal. And I just want Manchester United to pay the money or move on. Let us move on and let us start signing other players apart from Sancho. I mean, this saga has just been drawn out too long and I'm tired of it. And I'll just say, Manchester United, move on or just quit. But at the same time, even though Dortmund came out and said, oh, they're not going to get him, it doesn't matter because they made the exact same statement for Aubameyang and also, what's his name, Dembele,
yes,
right?
Dembele.
And well, guess what? They still left to Arsenal and Barcelona. So just them saying that Sancho won't come, doesn't matter. I'm sure he would still come in the end if we do want him. But
well,
yeah.
I think Sancho is a great player. Going to Manchester United will be a good addition. Staying in Dortmund is not a bad thing. We have Thiago almost moving to Liverpool after the season is over. And Kai Havertz is still pushing for his move to Chelsea. I'm sure the Chelsea supporters want to see Kai Havertz in the blue jersey next season. And we'll move to basketball.
Yes, so on to basketball. It's so sad that Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns didn't make the playoffs despite being 8-0 in the bubble. It's so sad that they just missed out. And I don't know if you look at the teams displayed, I don't know if you noticed there's a club missing. And if you guessed San Antonio Spurs right, yes, for the first time since 1997, the San Antonio Spurs is not going to be in the NBA playoffs. But a game that I'll say I'm looking forward to is Houston Rockets versus OKC. But I'm going to be rooting for the Houston Rockets to beat OKC and hopefully make it to the finals, although I still want LA Lakers to win.
Well, Spurs is missing out after 22 years on a row. So I think they need to rethink their tactics for next season so they will be able to come to the playoff. I think that is all for NBA. And we have Formula 1. In Formula 1, we have Max Verstappen emerged winner in the 70th Grand Prix race ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who is the most celebrated face with the Grand Prix. But then a shocker, Red Bull Max came in and he beat Hamilton. Hamilton came in second. Well, congrats to him. Hamilton, well, still made in the next. Hamilton is now tied all-time 155 podium stands with Michael So he, well, this is good for him.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a big step up. Every time it's always Lewis Hamilton. I mean, it's good to see a new face up here.
Well, to be honest, I'm a bandwagon Hamilton fan, and I just love seeing him win. But on to that, we have more good news. And
that's Hamilton showing he tying with the all-time greats on the podium. Well, congratulations to Hamilton once again. Okay. And then we move.
Moving on to MotoGP, which I'm sure most of you don't really know. But Brad Binder, who is a South African, became the first African and KTM rider to win a MotoGP race. I think this should be an inspiration to Africans or different people to, you know, maybe look into MotoGP, you know, go into that. I think this is humongous.
I always think when you set a record, it's a good thing. It inspires others. And reading from what he said, I did everything calmly. No. I saw my opportunity and I took it. So it still stands to say that when you see your opportunity, please try and take it. He took his opportunity. There were no hurdles for him, and he emerged winner. Congratulations to Brad Binder. And you can see on his face, he's so elated and he's so happy. And look at his team members around him. That it's a really good sight to see.
Yes, it is.
And then I think moving finally to our player of the week, which we mentioned earlier, Johansson of Copenhagen against Manchester United. I know Amanda will not like this, but we chose him as a player of the week because he was spectacular. 13 saves in a single game against Manchester United. And like I said, if that penalty hadn't come, I'm sure Manchester United wouldn't have gotten past this goalkeeper.
Impossible. I don't agree with that. But, you know, I have to say that he was awesome. I would not dispute that with you. Of course, Bruno Fernandes is a penalty king. He hasn't missed a penalty in four seasons. Wow. The last time he missed a penalty was in 2016 when he was playing for Udinese. So, to be honest, despite us getting penalties, I'm sure we would have, of course, scored. It would be
not despite. You guys have had the most. Manchester United have had the most penalties awarded to them ever.
You cannot fault us. You can't fault us for that.
In a single season. Well, we would see how Manchester United progress in the Europa League. Let's see if they can go final, can get to the final and win it and take it home to the Old Trafford.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us on the sports segment of the weekend show, and hope to see you next weekend. Have a good day.